I'm going to go ahead and get started. First, let me just say it is so good to see all of you here tonight. I'm always excited to share with you all where we are with our council. And I'm so thankful that we have several board members with us tonight, and some staff members as well. And I was just talking to Debbie, and she's got her whole crew in Robinson area in the room with her tonight. So it is so good to see all of you here tonight. But before we begin, let us recite our Girl Scout promise. Please you can silence your computers and I will recite the promise. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Thank you. As I stated before, it is so good to see all of you here tonight. And as I give you an update tonight, I ask that you hold your questions until the end. And I also will ask that if you would please mute your phones during this time. Now tonight, Jessica Upchurch, our COO, and myself will be giving you an update on where we are with our programs and membership, our finances, and our fundraising. But before I start talking about all of that, I want you all to know that I am so excited to be an honorary base commander for the Scott Air Force Base for the next 2 years. I'm excited about this opportunity because I get to work with a team that is going to be focusing on our youth in our communities. So I am so excited about that. A 2-year term for the Scott Air Force Base. So let's get right into membership. Let's talk about these membership numbers because, you know, that's a very important part of our council membership. Our membership numbers continue to increase. And I want you to know, friends, as of today, we are at 90% of our girl membership. And listen to this, really get this, 114% of our adult membership for 2024. You guys are really rocking it when it comes to membership numbers. And Jessica is going to talk to us a little bit more about what's going on in operations, but I wanted to share those membership numbers. Keep up the good work. Now, when I first got here, one of the things that you guys asked me to do is keep you updated with our finances. And I promise to keep you updated on where we are with our finances. At the end of the year of 2023, we were well over GSUSA required months of reserves. Now, we have made some progress to get where we are with our finances, and we still have work to do. Although we're going to end the year of 2023 with a budget deficit, please know that we are trending in a positive direction and that we are ending 2023 better than we did in 2022. Now, a more detailed presentation of our finances will be presented to you at our upcoming annual meeting. Now, speaking of the annual meeting, our annual meeting and our volunteer training summit is going to be on Saturday, April 6th at the Collinsville High School. This will be an exciting time for volunteers and delegates. Council delegates are elected through a process described in the bylaws. They represent their service unit, geographical location. They are elected for a 1-year term. They attend the delegate trainings and the annual meetings. Last year, we got a lot of great positive feedback about our volunteer summit. So we want to keep the excitement going. Therefore, we're doing it again this year. And you'll hear a little bit more about that when Jessica talks about operations. This year is a pretty special year because this year we will be saying goodbye to our wonderful board chair, Deanna Litzenberg. She has done an outstanding job chairing this council for the last 6 years, and we will truly miss her. Now, Wayne got on her a few minutes ago and he was telling me all the great things that he was doing at camp today. Let me give you some updates on Camp Torquay. A new fish pond is being installed over the winter spring. This is located by the bridge in between Tuckaway and Lasetta. The Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois staff donated the funds for this addition to our wonderful Camp Torquay. Now, through grant funding, our current frog pond is being updated and our outdoor classroom is being installed, thanks to the American Water as our donor for this. This is located on the left side of camp and will soon be a usable space for our girls to test the water and learn about the environment and so on. More things to come yet for our camp. ADA compliant trail. If you haven't been out at camp and seen the beginning of it, it's a beautiful trail, but I'm here tonight to tell you that the second phase of the paved trails is being installed. A second phase, guys. And we are very thankful that the Agency of Community Transit supported us in helping us complete this project. So thankful for that grant. And remember, Wayne keeps the camp, him and Tyler keep the camp up as best they can, but we still need you volunteers for that spring cleanup coming. Watch on social media and the calendar for that date because it's coming. In the way of fundraising and volunteer and friend raising, our Girl Scout Network event called Paint and Sip. The Girl Scout event will be held in Mount Vernon in a couple of more weeks, February the 24th at 1 p.m. Please register for this event on the council calendar. Registrations is closed on the 10th, but I talked to Heidi today and she said, if you register before the end of the day tomorrow, we can reserve your spot. A couple of more donations that I want you to be aware of is we received a donation of $512 from 618 Tap House in Marion. Elizabeth Shore, one of our board members that live in that area, collected the check on behalf of the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois. Now, 618 Tap House could have chosen anybody they wanted to, but they chose us for their nonprofit for the month of January. And we are so excited to further even more partnerships like this for fundraising. We are so excited about that we received a one-time donation from the Highland Rotary Club of $1,000. Their support will assist our Highland-specific girls through additional financial assistance opportunities for those girls that are in need in that area. Now, you hear me talk about GSUSA and our charter, and oh my goodness, if you want to get me in the board chair really excited or pumped up, talk about our charter. Girl Scouts of the USA review our charter to make sure that we are fulfilling our charter and corporate obligations. So they conduct a council assessment to tell us where we are at. And tonight, I'm happy to say that the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois received the highest charter a council can get, a 3-year charter. Our council charter will not be reviewed for another 3 years. Now, that's something for me to get excited about. We are planning our 2024 United We Lead Gala on September the 6th at 6 p.m. at the LeClaire Room in Edwardsville. So I want you to be on the lookout for more information on that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this Girl Scout Experience Fund, because I always get excited to talk about this Girl Scout Experience Fund. And I will tell you, volunteers, every time we have a board meeting, the board wants to know, are they using the funds? The Girl Scout Experience Fund Committee is busy approving your requests. We have seen more requests this year than we did last year. And I want to continue to encourage you to apply for these funding. This fund can be used for many opportunities. But I want to remind you that applications must be submitted 6 weeks in advance of the event. So please refer to your Girl Scout Experience Fund policy before submitting your application. You know, as I stated before, our Chief Operating Officer, Jessica, has got a lot more things, and I mean packed full of things that we have accomplished, that we are doing, that she's going to invite you to join us in. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our Chief Operating Officer, Jessica Upchurch. Jessica?
Good evening, everyone. Like Loretta said, I'm your Chief Operating Officer, and I get the privilege of sharing with you what our operations staff has been doing to serve you lately and what you have to look forward to in the future. So first, I want to start with program. Our program team has been busy meeting all corners of our council by developing and supporting not only innovative but fun patch programs. Such a true Girl Scout way to serve girls from all over the council in one unified experience between our Fireside Reading Patch program over the winter and our Axolotl Animal Adventure Patch program. These led to over 1,000 girls earning the same patches, which is really incredible if you think about it. We even had girls from across the country at many other councils asking how they can participate after seeing it on social media, which of course, being a sister to every Girl Scout, we were happy to make sure they had the resources and the access to the patches and the program. We are looking forward to one of the next unique patch programs being created from our program team that involves researching and learning about women in STEM. And that should be available later this spring. Also coming up, registration is now open for so many summer camp opportunities. From Muggles, Magic, and Mayhem to Pirate Adventures, day camps are available in various service units near you across the council, and our service unit volunteers we know and thank for being so hard at work planning to ensure a memorable experience for all of your girls. At Camp Torquay, of course, we are hard at work planning to make sure a memorable experience happens in creating plans for girls to be international explorers 1 week at overnight camp, going on animal adventures in another week at camp, being intentional in creating plans to help them live their pop star era, if that sounds familiar, in 1 week at camp, and hone their skills while they dream of their future in our really popular STEM camp that happens every year that has the overnight camp option again this year. Beyond these experiences, we'll also have, again, a week in collaboration with Camp Andesonk. If you want to experience camp in that area, we have a trip to Washington, D.C. on the calendar, an amazing race-style program event that'll be happening in Casey, Illinois, a weekend in Santa Claus, Indiana, to experience Holiday World, please take a minute this week to check out our event calendar, or even tonight at gsofsi.org to see more details on any of these programs or camping opportunities, because our programs are selling out this year. It's incredible. We want to make sure your girls get an opportunity to get in. We have 2 really great overnights coming up at the St. Louis Aquarium. Those are sold out. And so that's why I'm saying it's important. Get out there, check the calendar, and see what you can get into. Please also, like Loretta told us earlier tonight, mark your calendars for April 6th and 5th, the night before, and maybe 7th, the day after. Because during annual meeting, we will be holding the annual volunteer training summit. We're offering, actually, the adult education team has come together to think about how we can offer more. And so there's an opportunity, if you go on to register for the volunteer training summit, to stay at Camp Torquay for free on Friday night. So if you're traveling from far away or right in our backyard, you can take advantage of staying on Friday night, connect with other volunteers. There will be a s'mores social event, and I don't know about you, but s'mores is enough for me to want to get to camp. So Friday night will be offered for free as part of the registration. Go to Volunteer Training Summit on Saturday. Some of the learning sessions that they've put together for you, y'all, they're incredible. Service unit event planning, troop fundamentals training, bridging tips, older girl engagement, how to use the Girl Scout Experience Fund, and so much more. It's all on the calendar when you go to Volunteer Training Summit. When you're registering, you'll also see you have the opportunity to stay at Camp Torquay on Saturday night as well. And of course, we have opportunities for you to do more learning on Sunday when you wake up at Camp Torquay. Archery training will be happening, as well as camping out on Sunday. So get all your training in one weekend, join up with some of your friends, make it a fun event. And if I missed out on any of those big pieces from that weekend, because there's probably more, I know our adult education team, a few members are on tonight, and they'll throw those in the chat if there's anything they don't want you to miss out on. Speaking of training, if you're looking for a training in your area, in your backyard, because you have 6 or more people that say, we all need this training, please come to us. Not a problem. We have a training by request form on our website. Go check that out. If you have trouble finding it, give us a call at customer care. They can help direct you to that link, and we can help put together a training in your area. Now, I don't know about you, but did anyone know it's cookie season? I know you do, because our Girl Scouts have been all over putting their people skills, business skills, money management, decision making, all into practice, into real world work this year, as we already as a council are well on our way to our cookie goal for the year, with still 25 days left in the cookie program. And the state of our cookie inventory is still very healthy. However, we did want to pass along that, we know cookies move at a fast pace around here. And if you have booths planned, or any of your troops have booths planned for the last 2 weekends of the program, it might be in your best interest to go ahead and get an order in for those cookies now, so we can make sure that you have the cookies you need. On cookie topic, tomorrow is kind of a big day. We wanted to provide the girls a special patch on Valentine's Day while showing our military some love. If you haven't seen it, there's a great 1-day only patch, and it's all around the axolotl and the military. And we're asking girls to collect 14 packages of Girl Scout cookies donated through Digital Cookie. Those 14 cookies must be collected tomorrow for 1 day only, collected on the 14th. And they must be done through Digital Cookie as donations to the military to get the Axolotl Love patch. If you haven't seen it, it's adorable.
Jessica, I just have to say one thing. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Make the right choice. Girl Scout cookies or Valentine's candy.
Thank you, Loretta. So as we move forward, we ask that you continue to share the great news of Girl Scouting with everyone you speak to. While we continue to see girls from previous years returning because they're having so much fun with their friends, being led by incredible volunteers, our council is following a national trend of being just a bit down in our new girl recruitment efforts. Being a new Daisy troop has never been easier. Thanks to the Daisy mail, pre-stocked, pre-supplied boxes that our program team has put together, new Daisy leaders get these brought to them at no charge by our council. making planning and prep essential. All their supplies for their troop meetings in a box. In fact, as we're looking forward to next fall, GSUSA has just let councils know that for the fall of 2024, they will be providing the funding for all of our leaders to receive these shipped to their front door for first-year Daisy leaders. This is huge. So be thinking about that as you're planning to bring in new Daisy leaders next year. We're making this so easy for them than ever before. It's game-changing opportunity. They get to focus on getting comfortable with their new group of girls in their role without that weight of putting together weekly programs for those troop meetings. So I can't wait to spend the next year finding even more ways to make Girl Scouts easier, more fun, and more accessible to all girls in our council. Thank you for letting me share all of this good stuff with you tonight.
Thank you, Jessica. I told you she had a lot of stuff to share with us tonight. Just a couple more things, and then I'm going to open it up for you all for questions, but just some dates that I want you to remember. National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend is coming up this weekend, February the 16th through the 18th. What a wonderful time to really get those girls out there and sell those cookies. World Thinking Day. I hope many of you are planning a lot of things for World Thinking Day, February the 22nd. It's a time for us to think about all of our sister Girl Scouts around the world. Women's History Month is in March, and our recognition of excellence, and very, very important date, is a Sunday, May the 19th, and this is going to be in Mount Vernon this year. And I know some of you may think, hey, Loretta, this is too early to be announcing this, but I'm going to announce that our national convention will be held in Washington, D.C. in July 2026. Now, I'm saying, girls, if you are interested in going to the national convention, now's the time to start preparing for that and setting goals to make sure that you are there. So those are some dates that I wanted to bring up. And at this time, I am happy to open it up. We didn't get any questions beforehand, but I am happy to open it up to you all right now for any questions that you may have. I know we have several board members. I'm opening it up to them. I think our board chair, Deanna, are you here? Are you on here tonight, Deanna? Did you want
I'm
to say
here.
anything?
Good evening. Sorry, my camera's been off. Right before this, I was at the gym, so I'm a mess. I'm sweaty. I left there and ran home to get on the Zoom. So good evening, everybody. I'm out and about. Let me know. Send me messages as to where your cookie booths are. I'd love to come see your girls, and I have patches for them. So let me know where your cookie booths are. I'm excited. I'm also putting a pet care package. My son-in-law is in Kuwait right now, so I'm shipping a care package this weekend. There will be many Girl Scout cookies in the box, so let me know where you are so I can swing by and stock up my coffers first.
As I said earlier, make the right choice tomorrow.
All right. I'm going to send him to his unit in Kuwait, so I'm sure he can share the love. So let me know. I want to make sure I pick up from as many booths as I can.
Any other board members want to say hi? Anything?
This is Marianne. I'll say hi to everybody. It's nice to see there's so many people on the meeting.
Yes, I mean, we got
Hi,
quite a
everybody.
bit, Marianne. We have quite a bit, 52 participants. And as I said, Robinson is out there. They've got a whole group of service units that's sitting at this meeting tonight. So it's a more than
That's
half.
awesome.
Yes, yes.
So,
Anyone else? Any questions? Happy to answer any questions. Delory, I saw your camera come on.
I'm just saying hello as a first-time attendee of the town hall. Happy to be here and see everyone who has attended. Love hearing the updates. Loretta, love to hear from you. You're always like on fire and excited about everything that the Girl Scouts are doing. So just delighted to be here and looking forward to the exciting things that are going to happen in the future.
Wonderful, wonderful. Any other board members? Okay, volunteers, this is your space. I have to say, you know, I started something new this year, and it is chat with Loretta time, doing our council connection. Is it council connections? Did I say it right? Carrie says yes. So, and that is such an exciting time. It's just a time for volunteers to just chat with me about any and everything they want to chat with me about. And I will tell you, it is just a wonderful time to chat with you all and find out what you're doing in your service units. It is, I'm so excited about that. But again, I want to open it up. Ashley, do we have any questions in the chat?
Looks like, no, but it looks like Elise Jensek. She's got her hand up here.
Elise, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, I don't have a question or anything. I just have a quick little fun thing. Our troop on March 4th, the local Taekwondo, is offering us a free self-defense class.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news.
So our girls are all signing up and they're gonna do an hour of self-defense.
That is wonderful.
That is
Wonderful.
awesome. Way to go. Girl power. Love it.
Yes. Anyone else? This is your time. I want you to make sure you have your time to ask any questions that you may have. Well, if there is no questions, I'm happy to see Katie. Everybody say hi to Katie. Katie and Jordan's working. They're working their fingers to the bone when it comes to cookies. And I want to tell you something about these two ladies. They will make lemonade out of lemons. Let me tell you, they will make it right. And I am just so thankful to a shout out to those ladies. We are doing, you heard what Jessica said, how we're doing with cookies. A shout out to Katie and your team. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing.
There is a question in the chat about cookie cupboards. How and why do they decide to close cupboards? So I'm going to pass that along so somebody can answer that. I don't want to miss somebody's question since we gave you the opportunity.
I'll go ahead and answer that one. So at one point in every cookie season, we decide to start slimming down our cupboards. So we start, I think we have about 17 or 18 cupboards actively right now. And then when we get closer to the end of the year, into the season, that's when cookie inventory starts getting a little bit lower, because if councils have planned correctly at this time, you should be starting to getting close to the 0 mark in the cookie program. So what we do is we just kind of slim through, go through all the cupboards, the ones that are the highest volume. We keep those ones open for sure, as long as the cupboard manager wants to be open. And then we just slowly close them down. We are not forcibly closing anybody. If the cupboard has inventory, they will go through their inventory until I need it to go somewhere else where it is needed. So some cupboards will be open, but some they might start be running low or even out of some varieties. But we're making sure, like the ones that there's another cupboard within at least 20 to 30 minutes of the cupboards that we're closing. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity around our entire jurisdiction to have a cookie cupboard. We just slowly close them all down so we can move the cookies to where they need to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. Jody, I see your hand up.
So this is for Wayne. I just want to say that we had a troop that ended up going out to Springfield to Widgie Wagon to camp with their older girls. And when she came back from their weekend, she's like, oh my gosh. She said that the camp is nothing like Torquay, that everything is just so clean and just organized, and that she was really actually a little disappointed of the way that camp was. It felt like it was just, I don't know, kind of let go. But so anyway, I want to put a big shout out to Wayne and Tyler on everything that they do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is so good news to hear, Jody. Thank you for sharing that. We don't hear that enough. So thank you so much for that. And Wayne and Tyler is always busy. doing what they can out there at camp. So very thankful for that. Any other questions? Anything anymore in the chat? Ashley, any more? It seems like everybody's just, I am just, you know, I'm just, Deanna, I'm going to miss you next year, and you're going to miss this because I'm just elated. I don't know what to say. This is why when I speak to people, I always say I'm the very proud CEO of the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois. And it's because of the work that you all do. Thank you all so much for your work, your dedication to these girls. Go ahead,
Thank
Deanna.
you for giving us your time this evening.
Well, if I don't have any other questions, I want to thank you all for your time. And until the next time we meet again, I will talk to you then. Make it a good night.
Loretta, there was another question in the chat.
Okay, I'm sorry. Before we leave, Janice said there's another question in the chat. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Ashley.
It said, why is GSCF the same amount for a girl, a troop, or a neighborhood, i.e. $300 max for each level?
Why is, say it again, Janice.
I don't see this question.
Janice, can you read it again?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get back to chat. It says, why is GSEF the same amount for a girl, a troop, or a neighborhood, i.e. $300 max for each level?
$100 max. Okay. Committee, did anyone on the committee want to answer that? Or do we want to get back with her on that?
This is Donna. I'm the committee chair. The girl is 300 max and the service unit is 300 max. The troop is not. The troop is by the number of girls you have and what level you're in. So I'm not sure. I didn't see the question either. I mean, I'm not sure what the exact comment is.
Well, whoever wrote the question, if you would send it my way, and I will share it with the Girl Scout Experience Fund Committee the next time they meet, and we'll get your answer. If we're not getting it right tonight, we'll get your answer.
Thank you, Janice.
I don't want to rush, so I want to make sure. And again, the Girl Scout Experience Fund Committee, they are busy. They are busy. So thank you. I remember when we first started this fund, I was like, please use it. And every time I go to the board meeting, they said, well, how many, now I'm actually able to go to the board meeting very proudly say, hey, they are using this fund. And that's why it was set up. That's what our board chair wanted. She wanted for you to have an experience. And boy, thank you all for using the fund. Continue to use that fund. Well, if there is nothing else, I bid you a very good night. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.